Okay, how to fold a bandana. That's an interesting question. I've never really thought about the fact that there are different ways you can fold a bandana, but obviously there are. Usually people start with the square and then they do turn it into a triangle. That's fairly consistent. After that, it really sort of depends on what you're going to do with the bandana. If you're going to, if Eric will come over, if you're going to do it as, you know, as a headscarf, then obviously you're just going to tie it at the back through there and just leave it as the triangle. There is also the one that where you tie it through and then knot it this way, and you put it so that it becomes more like a little hat, I suppose. Then, thank you, Erica. Mm-hmm. Then, after that, usually people roll it from the smaller corner towards the wider bit. And the reason that they do it that way is so that you don't have a little taggy bit sticking out, if you like. So that if you're wanting to do it, just turn sideways for me. There you go. So that you get a nice clean line to it, so that it does it that way. Now, having said that, if you look at some of the old cowboy photographs and that sort of thing, they traditionally wore it this way. And the reason, and they would just tie it in a knot at the back, and the reason they actually wore it this way, I love history stuff like this, is because if they were riding across the plains with the buffalo or the bison or the cows, or the longhorns, if you're in Texas, the reason this came about actually was so that they didn't cough and choke from the dust that the horses and the cattle brought up. So they would hang it, they would tie it at just the right depth so that they could bring it up and they could cover their nose and their mouth with it. And at that point you need to go to a website and talk to some real cowboys who are out there still.